All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors to my elder apostles, the Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful members, the elect, the Bechorim, the house of David, that's been preordained, predestined to be delivered in these last times and to be the ruling governing body in the nation Yasha'Allah. I want to go into news and prophecy. All right, so the first one is from Health Exec. Okay, going into the Neuralink. It says Neuralink growing rapidly following successful human trial, published June 4th, 2024. All right, and it says earlier this year, Elon Musk Neuralink, a technology project that uses brain implants for a variety of purposes, including as a medical device, revealed it has successfully completed its first human trial, right? And now I believe that was in the beginning of this year. And for those of you who don't know, the mark of the beast is the chip in Revelation, the 13th chapter, 16th verse. Actually, I'm gonna continue reading this and I'll get it. But the mark of the beast is the chip, which the international banking families who run this whole world, they will mandate that real soon. All right, everything is being orchestrated. This whole economic collapse, all right, they're attacking the resources, the food, which I'm gonna get into that as well, because they want people on their bending knee, begging the government to get that chip. Just like with the whole, the juice, the 19, the Crown Royal, all right, you couldn't really go anywhere with that. You couldn't fly, all right, you couldn't work at some places, couldn't enter certain establishments, okay? That was all test runs, trials. So these elites, they're moving forward, okay? And you are not to take that chip, especially if you're an Israelite. We're talking to Israelites, which consists of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we also been scattered throughout the whole world. So you may look like another nation, but if your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are an Israelite, okay? We are speaking to our people, and we're really in the elect. All right, now it says, now it appears the company has greatly expanded its workforce and is backed by serious funding. Notice that word serious, all right, serious funding, okay? So they're moving forward, all right? It says a new report from CB Insights found Neuralink has ramped up hiring, expanding its workforce by 120% over the last 2 years. So they have more hands on deck, so they're definitely expanding and the progression will be much faster, all right? Now you have the first human trial, all right? You may have, by the end of this year, who knows, there could be 20 more people with a brain implant, all right, that was inserted into their metapon, you see? And it says, including more than a 16% increase since that successful human trial, okay? It says, further, the company has received $680 million from investors to date, the report said. That number likely rose after it was revealed that Neuralink's technology works. In January, Musk revealed in a social media post on X, formerly Twitter, that a 29-year-old paralyzed man had received a Neuralink brain implant, allowing him to interface with the computer. The first implant is now a true product called telepathy. It is a small device implanted into the brain by a robotic surgeon, right? So now he can, because he's paralyzed. So with that brain implant, it says it's allowing him, okay, to interface with a computer, okay? And that's how they're gonna come to you people. That this brain implant, this chip can heal you of any ailment. If you're paralyzed, all right, you'll be hooked up to a robotic suit and you can move, and all right, you can unlock your door to your car, to your house. You can pay just by walking out the store because the scanner will just scan your chip as you walk out. You know, the chip that's in your forehead or in your hand. You see, that's how this devil's coming to you people. All right. It says going forward, telepathy implants could have a variety of use cases for patients, including allowing them to use artificial limbs. You see? So let's get Revelation 13, verse 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, right? Okay. One of those miracles is, you know, that chip, allowing them to, again, a paralyzed patient can move again. The blind can see. All right. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live, right? Because this is the Roman Empire revived all over again. Okay, the first Roman Empire, okay, it was basically like it was on a pause button. Okay, going back to 325 AD, but then around the Renaissance, that's when it came back again, okay? Because around 325 BC, 325 AD, I meant to say, it's like AD, 325 AD, that's when the Byzantine Empire was set up. And that's when Israelites, particularly the Southern Kingdom, was ruling, okay, the Western Roman Empire, you see, in the Eastern Roman Empire, okay? But during the Renaissance, that's when Esau came back in power again, okay? This is the Roman Empire revived all over again. So let's go down, and it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, or the image is this man's basically his way of life, okay, his customs. And he wants to indoctrinate the whole world, okay, his way of living. And part of that is going to be that chip that's going to be mandated. That's what he wants, his new world order, okay? You know, the beast is this man's system, all right, compromised of NATO and EU, okay? Basically, again, the Roman Empire revived all over again. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, if you go on that word, mark, you know, charagma, that's the graven idol, that's the chip, okay? Going to the root word of that, karax, that's the needle. And then the latter root word of that is graphos, which means writings, database, because that's where all of your information will be stored, okay? And then the forehead, if you go into that word, is metapon, you see? Meaning your frontal lobe. And that's where they implant the chip at, okay? Either your hand or in your forehead, your metapon, which that controls all your motor functions, your thinking, your speech. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see? So that shows you that it's a physical thing. It's a chip. You know, because how else can you buy? How else can you sell? So when this thing really comes, all right, and they're going to do it in a gradualism, okay, you won't be able to go inside a store without that chip, all right? There's some stores you can't go into without having a card, like Costco. You know, you have to have like a membership, you see? During the, you know, the pandemic, you couldn't go into certain establishments if you didn't have a mask. Something so simple as that, you know. So imagine when they push this MOTB worldwide, okay, which they will do. And it says, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Chi stai stigma, and stigma means what? To prick, all right, and that's where they want to implant that chip under your skin, embedded, all right, and that's the barcode, you see. And again, no coincidence that they came out with the Google patent, WO, world order, basically, 666, all right? Or I think it was quadruple six, you know? You see? So that's that. All right, MOT update. Now let's get this. This is from Patrick Humphrey, all right? And Elder Apostle Tahar put me on to this, okay? As his most recent video. So I just subscribed to this man's channel, all right? So it says, warning, outbreak declared, it's spreading, prepare now. He's gonna go into, you know, the bird flu, okay? And he's gonna break it down. So let's watch.
As they are doing it, it is spreading, and we need to say no. We do not want this to happen again, but it seems like this narrative is being pushed. We just had major news about this disease that is spreading right now, right? The World Health Organization just came out and made a major statement on it. Okay, we just had top doctors from 2020. They're on TV right now saying that we need to do testing. Everything needs to be tested, and we need to ramp it up, and they're relating it to 2020, right? It seems like they're trying to do a replay because they know that things don't look good. They know that things don't look good.
Replay of what? You know, the old, you know, what happened in 2020. I got to be cautious what I say. All right, I don't want them to take down this video, but yeah, they're doing they're definitely going back to that first pandemic. All right, that same tactic, shut the whole world down, an outbreak happened. Okay. I mean, I think we gotta just wait and see, but it's like they're going by the same playbook. Okay. Who knows? More false flags will happen. Okay.
Good for 2024, right? So they are doing a replay. They're trying to do the same playbook so they can do the same tactics, all right? So let's dive into the details here really quick, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm posting every single day, keeping you guys updated on this big news, all right? I'm out here in the chicken house, and we got some more chicken news, all right? The WHO just made a major announcement that there was another human case of this bird stuff that's spreading around right now. And they're saying that there was a human fatality. And they're saying that this is a new strain that they've never seen in humans before. All right, so this is almost the same narrative we've seen. And now we have the 2020 doctors. They're on TV saying, test all the animals, test all the cows, test all the chickens. They all need tested right now. And there's only 40 million dairy cows, right, in the whole U.S. And they've already wiped out 100 million chickens in the U.S.
I remember that, you know. And a lot of casualties happen to these farm animals, okay? And then all these derailments, but this so-called, you know, bird flu is popping up all over again, man. I mean, not popping up all over again, but this bird flu is popping up, all right? But again, they're trying to do a replay, go by the same playbook all over again, okay? Again, we'll have to just wait and see, you know, what will happen. But we know, according to prophecy, that this man's gonna come down with great wrath, all right, and push the MOTB, okay? That we do know. And he's going to cause an economic collapse, a food shortage, all right? A lot of people are gonna be wiped out. That's what's gonna happen at a time like never before, like the scriptures say in Daniel's the 12th chapter, okay? Jacob's trouble, you know? A very gruesome, chaotic time is soon approaching. And it's already getting chaotic, you know? The love of many is waxing cold. A lot of evil is going on, a lot of wickedness, you see, but they're strategically doing this, all right? Wiping out certain resources, all right? A lot of, again, farm animals were dying, okay? A lot of these, like I said, train derailments that got rid of a lot of resources. All that is planned out. You know, it's no coincidence.
just in the past few years, just in the past 2 years, 100 million chickens have been wiped out. There's only 40 million dairy cows, and they're saying that they need to test every dairy cow now too. All right, so this narrative is expanding. We need to shut it down. We need to say we don't want this. We don't want to do this. And this is why you need to be on your homestead growing food, because these supply chains are being hit right now. All right, the egg layers, there was just 6 million egg layers that were culled last week. Okay, and it takes 3 to 6 months to replace an egg layer. Right, it doesn't happen overnight, and this is a major hit to our food supply. All right, so let's dive into the details here. All right, you guys can see there's a bunch of stuff going on, but this is what they're reporting right now in Mexico. All right, you can see the WHO put out a statement saying that the first human fatality in Mexico related to this bird stuff has happened, and it apparently is in a strain we've never seen before. How is this happening?
Yes, like Elder Pastor Hart said in his video, we heard this before. All right, a strain we never seen before. So it says Mexico death tied to bird flu strain never before seen in people. So, you know, let's wait and see where this will lead to.
All right, and there actually is, they've been researching this exact thing in labs inside the U.S. They've been researching.
And I want to get that scripture actually, Salakia. I want to get the scripture because, again, talking about the resources, the food is being wiped out, you know, and it's all being done strategically. It's all being orchestrated, okay? So this is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 8. It says, "Behold, I will lay bands upon thee, and thou shalt not turn thee from one side to another, till thou hast ended the days of thy siege." And, you know, this is going to 70 AD, but you can also apply it to this time, you see? And they're doing a besiegement, okay? A worldwide besiegement, wiping out the resources. Again, 2020, it was a lot of resources being wiped out, you know? It was a lot. And then with the whole thing with Russia, okay, because they always been an enemy to, of course, to NATO. That's why NATO was created. But they stopped their productions going in several countries, which halted a lot of resources, okay? So all this is being orchestrated. And it says, "Take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fishes, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lay upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat be by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the 6th part of an hin. From time to time shalt thou drink. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of a man in their sight." Right, and you know the resource of food is, you know, it's a shortage. All right, and they're orchestrating all this, you know, the elites, okay, because they want you people to really be under them. They want full control. All right, and the best way to get people is by food, because you need food every day. All right, to nourish your body. That's how you live. Food and hydration, you know, water. And it says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." Right, and this food is definitely defiled with all these chemicals, especially here in America. You know, all these GMOs in the food. You know, bioengineered food. Okay, and it says, I'll skip down actually. Verse 16, "Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment, that they may want bread and water and be astonished one with another and consume away for their iniquity." And again, you know, a food shortage is happening right now. Okay, a famine will come. All right, very soon, a famine will come. right. So let me get, it's lucky. I don't know why it's not showing the Apocrypha. I'll just get it in my phone. Okay, let me get 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, verse 22. And it reads, so I can bear with me for 1 second. Okay. And it reads, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, for the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right, your marketplaces, you know, they're gonna be found empty. Okay, and it's gradually happening. All right. First, it's going to be a hyperinflation, because when there's less in demand, it's going to be the prices of that is going to skyrocket. Okay, and then you're going to see less and less until there's no more. All right. You know, with the truckers, I remember that there was a diesel fuel shortage. Without truckers, which bring in the produce, all right, the commerce, you see, that's going to affect the economy. I believe there was something going on in the Red Sea with these freights. All right, let me see if I can find that actually, because I was listening to Dabu earlier, and he was bringing it up. All right, what's going on in the Red Sea with these shipments? All right, these ships with these freights. Okay, but all that is going to affect the economy, affect the resources. All right, and bring in a famine. You see. So let me see. Hopefully I can find it. Let me just type it in. Actually, let me go down. I'll just type it in. Okay, here it is. And it reads, for 2nd time, the Maersk lifts guidance as Red Sea crisis sends container rates soaring. Okay, so this is definitely going to affect the economy. You know, I'm not gonna read it. All right, I might do a video on this, maybe not. Okay, but see, actually, I'll just read this right here. I'll read this paragraph. All right, it says the Red Sea crisis has had a profound impact on containerized shipping, with Bloomberg Intelligence estimating an 80% reduction in container sales through the Suez Canal. This has forced ships to take longer routes. Yeah, and that's going to affect the economy. All right, not just America, several other countries as well, such as sailing around the Cape of Good Hope, adding at least a week to their total travel time. As a result, global fleet capacity has been reduced, leading to a significant boost in containerized freight rates, right? You know, and all this is being done strategically. All right, it's all being orchestrated, okay? Now, I remember you had the, who was it, the Houthis attacking this? Was it the Houthis? I believe it was the Houthis or some. It was one of those militia groups out there, all right, and you know, in West Asia, that were attacking these ship freights, okay. Which again, that's gonna hurt the economy, all right. You know, because these freight, like I just said, these. Let me see if I can get that again. You know, the rates is skyrocketing, all right. It says leading to a significant boost in containerized freight rates. Okay, so let's go back.
Searching this exact bird strain that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, and a pestilence is coming as well. You know, I wanted to say that. All right, a pestilence is coming. You know, so this bird flu, hey, who knows? You know, this most likely was created in a lab, definitely. Okay, so a pestilence is coming. All right. The whole Crown Royal, you know, yeah, that was real, but you know, they were controlling the narrative in the news of this amount of deaths, it was a hoax. But who knows? You know, this can be this can be the real thing. All right, and really, you will really start seeing people, you know, be deleted. All right. I'm just speaking as a man, but let's continue.
All right, so what's happening? Somebody tell me what's going on. Now they're saying, here we go. We have this in Mexico, and Mexico just got a new president as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, new president. Never had her before. Never had a woman president
Right. So, and I thought that was interesting. First time someone from Neuralink was, you know, basically chipped up, you know, brain implant, and you know, a brain implant. First woman president, first human death, you know, that caught the bird flu, all right, with a strain that was never seen before. So a lot of, you know, things are happening, okay? And this is the lady, an outsider, and like he's gonna say, her name is Claudia Shine, I don't know how to pronounce her name, her last name, Shine Bam, okay, but a so-called Jew, okay? So these elites are definitely moving forward, all right?
before. She's on the WEF council, all right?
Look at that.
And
she's on the WEF council, you know, that's ran by Klaus Schwab, who told you people that you will own nothing and be happy. With this little pet, what's that guy's name? Noah Yuval. All right, let me see if I can look that little demonic creature up. Yeah, Yuval, this dude right here, another Amalekite, okay, who was talking about actually, you know, the brain implant and how this can help elections, and basically your freedom is all that is out the window. You won't have no freedom. He's talking about brain implants, all right, and your freedom being out the window. You know, this guy right here, fucking devil, man.
She seems like a total outsider to the country, right? And now, what do you know? She's president, and now this stuff's announced the next day, 2 days later. This is happening, and this was in Mexico City, Mexico. And the interesting thing about this, they're saying that this guy didn't have contact with any farm animals. They're saying he lives in the city. He lives in Mexico City. You can see here, it says here, it was a 59-year-old resident of the state of Mexico who was hospitalized in Mexico City and has no history of exposure to poultry or other animals. The case had multiple underlying medical conditions, right? So, and he was saying he was bedridden for 3 weeks. They're saying that he had fever, shortness of breath, diarrhea, nausea, and general malaise, all right? So this narrative's coming out right now, and they're saying that he had no exposure to poultry or animals, all right? I'm seeing chickens every single day. I have to take care of my animals every day, and nothing's happening here, all right? I don't know what's going on, but this guy apparently in the middle of Mexico City is getting it, all right? So what's happening? This is not normal, and they're saying it's a new strain we've never seen before in humans. It really seems like we're seeing a repeat of 2020, guys.
Yes.
You need to crack down before they crack down. You need to get stocked up. You need to get prepped. You need to have your supplies. You need to have your...
And that you don't have to worry about if you believe in Yahweh B'Shem Shai. All right, Yahweh meaning he is, that's the one true power, okay? And Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's all you need faith in, is Yahweh B'Shem Shai, okay? And that's who we call upon, that's who we trust in, and we have faith. And the Lord said he would take care of us. You know, you brothers and sisters don't need to prep. Of course, be wise. You know, like one elder said before, if you go inside a store, instead of getting 1 case of water, get 2. That was back in 2020. I remember that. All right. But either way, you know, we don't need to prep. You know, we have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Shai because he already said that he was going to take care of us. You know, it's prophesied. So there's nothing to fear. You know, just have faith in the Lord. Isaiah 65 verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty, behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right? So the elect will be good, you know. The Lord is going to protect them, give them spiritual power, divine intervention. Now, some brothers will be, you know, beheaded, as it says in Revelation 20th chapter. You know, those that refuse to take the mark. Actually, I'm going to get it. Okay, but nevertheless, the Lord's going to send divine intervention, all right? He's going to protect his elect, okay? Revelation 20, verse 4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witnesses of Yahushua and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, that emerald be the chip, or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. All right, and of course that 1,000 years is just a time period, just a time frame, because after that, what Esau is going to be destroyed, the nation of Esau, and the rest of the nations, they'll get mercy, go back to their other lands, but they'll be subjugated under the gods, or under the elect, under the nation of Israel. You see? But there's nothing to fear, because guess what? If you are put in that position, one, the Lord's going to give you a mighty spirit, you know, to conquer that, to face death with a smile, and you're going to be resurrected. You know, 1 Thessalonians. Okay, let me see if I can get that actually. Is it first or second? I think it's, let me see. It's first. Okay. So 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 15, and it says, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord. And I always read this scripture and I'm like, man, it shows you how devastating it's going to be actually upon the earth, because it said those that are which are alive and remain, you know, the elect, okay, amongst these people out here, because the Lord is going to protect his elect. Again, some brothers will be beheaded, but that's not going to be all brothers, all right, only some. But it's going to be a lot of death surrounding us, you know, a lot of death around us, because these people are going to drop dead from many ways. Famine, the pestilence, they're going to be thrown in FEMA camps, these soldiers, you know, every man is going to be just going in people's houses, all right? It's going to be every man for themselves, all right? Okay, people are going to be killing one another for the lack of resources and just survival mode, basically, all right? It's going to be tribulation upon the whole earth, you know? When someone's hungry and their back is against the wall, they're gonna do what? They're gonna fight. They're gonna do whatever it takes, you know, to get what you have. All right. They don't have food, but they have weapons, and they see you with food. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna rob you of that. You know, they're gonna take it. Okay. And it says, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, with the trump of God, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Right? So brothers who get beheaded will rise up first, you know, and get beamed up. All right? So let's continue.
Have your homestead going, all right? Most places, I know it's June, it's summertime, but winter is going to be here before you know it, all right? Before you know it, winter will be here just as quick as summer comes. Winter comes as well once you're in the middle of it, all right? And once we're on June 20th, June 21st, the days start getting shorter, all right? We're heading towards the end of the year quicker and quicker. So you need to be getting prepared. Time's running out. Most places it's going to be snowing, all right? And you're not going to be able to get your stuff going. You can't be growing food. You can't be canning food. You can't be hatching out baby chicks in the middle of winter. Maybe you can in an incubator, but it's going to be tough and a lot harder for your homestead. So you need to get going now. You need to get your preps ready. You need to get your prepper camp.
All right, so Lord willing, you know, this was edifying. On to the next one. Shalom.